An unexpected and troublesome future of being human is that we feel so much more than what we spontaneously feel at that moment. There are emotions coursing through us of anger or joy, resentment or fear that lie just outside the sphere of ordinary consequences and that eludes us as we rush through our challenges or in our life. So, these emotions lie low in part because they are often too shocking or sad or contrary to expectation for us to want to make sense of them. We might hate where we are supposed to love, or may feel sad where we are meant to be practically happy. And out of that, out of the timidity and fear, we omit to register our authenticity of reality, or else our feelings get ignored because they enter our minds too fast and too great a quantity of us disentangled them in a limited time we devote to self understanding, and yet, unless the full understanding of our emotions is regularly identified and actually felt, we are likely to fall prey to the range of psychological ills like anxiety, paranoia, depression, and worse. Mental unwellness is born out of accumulation of unfelt feelings. We must do ourselves that favor to regularly, ideally, once a day, carving out periods in which to get more deeply understanded of the true emotions. So, one of that is that I would like to suggest for all of you listeners is to start journaling, to bounce back of the day, to reflect the weeks that has gone through, and to understand what emotions when took you up and what emotions took you down, basically the highs and lows. So we must continuously ask ourselves a simple sounding but a grand and deep question: what am I feeling now? To draw out valuable answers, we should sit somewhere quiet, probably in bed or in a low light situation, or maybe in a patio, or maybe even if it's in your own garden, just in silence, hearing what nature has in store for you, the wind blowing, the birds chirping. We should close our eyes and let the generosity and free form of nature to the questions resonate. After a few moments of scanning through the mind of the innermost mind, we are liable to pick up a few intimidation of some thought. We might be the rustle of the disturbingly well camouflaged anxiety with some of the stealth of a hunter in the underground of the fisherman's by the bank of the river, or we can pass ourselves to reflecting further. What does it seem that we are actually anxious about? It may require a good deal of more understanding of inner abilities of feeling, just gradually feeling what your inner thought is. A recognizable notion emerging like a landscape appears in a slow break of a summer day. We may need to decode, apparently, maybe a minute or so to really understand the aggression, the meaningness, the confusion, or grief that has impacted us without us probably noticing. Or we might have to examine ourselves, detect traces and ancient traumas that seems to be still active. So some of us are still worried. A small person who might be us need our help quite badly. We should carry out a similar process with our bodies, where many more muted, feel like buried. What is your body feeling? Who can ask strangely but usefully, what would it what would it be like to talk to me about? And be more specific. If my shoulders could speak right now, what might they say? And my chest would say what my arms would say, what my legs would feel, what my limbs would say, how tired I may be. But overall, the understanding of our emotions is bodily, and or they might remember an old frustrated wish that had comforting right now. But through 10s or 20 minutes of kind of on conversation and thinking of not losing what you are hoping to find in the end of the day, we become sad where we are previously melancholy, angry where we were irritably and compassionate, where we are anxious and the results are newfound peace of mind and lightness of the soul. So, like we always say, that it is important that we take our day to day life, our activities, our routines, and really deep dive in and to learn what are the situations that we face through. You and I may face through different obstacles in life, in different parts of the world, different time zones. So take a moment and reflect your thoughts. Read, write, be in peace, be in silence, and just hear the word. Hear the voice of your own inner mind talking to you, telling you you are just tired right now. Go sleep. Or maybe you need some your alone time. Go for a walk. Take the moment of peace and kindness and silence and do not make use of it in a wrong way. Love everyone, be kind to each other, and always be yourself. Thank you.
Hi again, it's Lakshan. I just want to take a brief moment and just thank all of you listeners right now and those of you who are helping me and sharing this on your social media and with your friends. I'm truly grateful. But there's also a way on how you can help me out. If you want me to continue this, you can obviously sign up on the form below to join me on my podcast and be hosted on your greatest achievements and things that you want to vent and talk on. And at the same time, you can also donate to me at the links which is mentioned below, which will help me greatly on helping to develop and to grow this podcast. So thank you again. Stay safe, everyone.